Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I am Star, and I am here with a podcast, you guys. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. Someone asked in the comment section if I would do a live stream. Y'all, it's so ironic that you asked that because I've been thinking about doing one. I'm thinking about doing one this week, either Wednesday or Thursday, depending on if God says the same. Okay, y'all, I have to make sure that, well, first and foremost, that we have our light bill up to date so that I can go live. I probably could do live, like a live stream in a public space, but y'all already know I'm shy as is, and I'm trying to, dip my feet in the idea of doing a live stream every week with you guys. I've been trying to get this together for years, like literally years, okay? So we gonna try it again. I'm gonna try it again this week for y'all, okay? But anywho, let's get into the message. All right, you guys. So the message is in the form of a dream. In this dream, I am traveling. I have it in my mind, like I know that I am like doing some kind of traveling. And while I'm traveling, I am I'm at a store. I'm like at a gas station, some kind of convenience store. I'm in this weird looking city or a town. When I get to this store, I am obviously by myself. I had the knowing that I was by myself and that I was single. And I'm at the store and I'm just basically going around doing everyday things. I think that's what was so weird about this dream. And this dream lasted for an entire night. I actually woke up, went to the restroom, went back to sleep, and started back having this dream again. It picked back up. And in this dream, I was just basically at the gas station, going around the gas station, getting things that I needed. And one thing, and then I left from the gas station. I went to a convenient, like a Walmart or something like that. And I ended up going back to my house, which was kind of like a RV. I would go back to my house, do whatever I needed to do at home. Then I would go out. I ended up going somewhere to get my vehicle, like my car was messing up on me or something like that. Um, and I was trying to get it fixed, and some people came out and helped me with it. The entirety of this dream, from the gas station to the Walmart, every single place that I went in this dream, the consistent in this dream was me being alone and by myself, and other people who were in relationships. Like I kept seeing couples everywhere, and the women kept giving me dirty looks. And it wasn't like I was trying to attract their men, or I was trying to attract attention, or I wasn't trying to do any of that. I literally was just existing, and it made me feel even sadder and lonelier than I did in the first place. At the end of this dream, the song that started playing is by Sir, and it's called John Redcorn. My husband actually introduced me to this song. I love King of the Hill. And I don't want to say that it's just specifically because the show is based up on a town that actually exists in Texas that I have been to several times before. But I do love that show so much. And anyways, y'all can look up the song on your own. But the part that kept repeating at the end of the dream is, I'm alone every night alone. And yeah, that's the part that just kept repeating. I'm alone every night alone. I'm alone. I'm alone every night alone. Like over and over and over again. Okay. And that is the dream. The scripture comes from Isaiah 47:10. Because you felt secure in your wickedness and said, "No one sees me," your wisdom and your knowledge led you astray. And you said to yourself, "I and no one else." But upon you shall come evil. You will not know how to predict. Disaster shall befall you, which you cannot allay. Suddenly there shall come upon you ruin which you will not expect. Okay. Keep up now your spells and your many sorceries. Perhaps you can make them avail. Perhaps you can strike terror. You wearied yourself with many consultations, at which you toiled from your youth. Let the astrologers stand forth to save you, the stargazers who forecast at each new moon. What would happen to you? Lo, they are like stubble. Fire consumes them. They cannot save themselves from the spreading flames. This is no warming ember, no fire to sit before. Thus do your wizards serve you, and whom you have told from your youth. Each wanders his own way, with none to save you. Okay, so I feel like in this message, God is saying, basically, tell me what plan that you have worked out for yourself and what you feel like is best for you, and I will tell you why it is not. For y'all that don't know, this is kind of what I was thinking, okay? Because before I got married, before I reconnected with my husband as friends, and we ended up, getting engaged and getting married kind of quickly. Okay, and we done made it 6 months, y'all. 6 months married. Okay, um, and it happened in such like it felt, it's like it felt fast, but it didn't feel fast. It didn't feel fast because we've known each other for so long, and over the years we have all wanted to date each other, and we just never really were like, either I was in a relationship or he was in a relationship, or we had other things going on in our life to where we just weren't able to really connect like that. And then when the timing came where it was like, it's just like, as soon as we had our date, it's just like, I don't even know, like, it just felt like sparks was just like fireworks, like the Drake song, all I see is fireworks. Okay, it's just like, I don't even know how to explain it. But I was not planning this. This is not something that I planned. This is not something where I was, just sitting around and I said this is exactly how it's going to happen. I had no idea. And as many prophecies that God kept giving me about marriage before we got married, I still didn't know that they were about me, or which ones would be about me, simply because it wasn't my first time receiving prophecies of someone getting married. And, I've received prophecies in the past of someone getting married, and I've had people come back and say that it was for them and that they were the ones that got engaged or got married. And, it's not to say, I'm happy that I would be happy for whomever it was for, even if it wasn't for me. But it turned out that it was. And, in my mind, I just wanted to travel. I was like, I'm tired of love. I'm tired of relationships. I'm tired of trying. I'm just going to be single and, just travel and just enjoy my life to the best ability that I can. And when I had this dream, I feel like the dream was kind of like God saying, well, you said that this is what you wanted to do. This was something you were thinking about doing. This is an idea that you toyed with. But in reality, you would have been alone. You would have been lonely by yourself. You would have been You would have had to worry about certain things that you wouldn't have to worry about if you had someone with you, if you had your person with you, or if you had if you weren't by yourself, or if you it, like the it, I just feel like someone you have this plan. Okay, long story short, you have this plan. You got your plan together. You have an idea of what you want to do. You have an idea of what you want your life to turn out to be. And you have I feel like possibly for someone, you have even asked other people's advice on how this is going to be, or how it will work out, or how you should do it, and all of these questions that you've been asking other people and consulting other people about. There have been people telling you, oh, it's a good idea, everything's going to work out fine for you, oh, it's going to be everybody like. And in reality, this idea has flaws. This plan has it is a flawed plan, and it is a flawed plan because it is not in the will of God. Long story short, it is a flawed plan because it is not in God's. God has a plan for your life, and the plan that you have come up with, the plan that you have put together, the plan that you have put forth energy to orchestrate is not in the plans that God has for your life. And because it is not in the plans that God has for your life, it don't matter how long you sit there and put it together and plan it out, it will not work out the way that you want it to. It is not to say that you won't be able to accomplish it. And just as in that dream, I had everything together. I had a vehicle as well as my RV. I had money to go and get things that I wanted. I was able to go shopping. I was able to eat what I wanted, go out and enjoy, and enjoy my life and enjoy different towns, different cities, going to different foreign places and doing all of these wonderful things. But in reality, okay, just like the song Alone, every night alone. Like it's just I'm alone every night alone. Like that song. And when y'all okay, if you just do decide to listen to the song, I highly recommend that you go and watch the video. You can do so on YouTube. Go and watch the video because I love the video because he kind of did it like in the same cartoon style as King of the Hill, and it's kind of like he replaced the characters with different his friends and different rappers. It's really cool. But long story short, I just feel like God is saying there is a plan that you have for your life, and there is a plan that God has for your life. There is something that God has told you He wanted for you. There is something that God said that He has that is destined for you, and you are trying to run from it. You're trying to run from it. And I feel like that is part of the symbolism in this dream as well, because in reality, it's like I decided to just pack up my life and run away from it. God says you cannot run away from your destiny. You cannot run away from your future. You cannot run away from your past. I hear for somebody, you cannot run away. You cannot run from this. God said He is putting His foot down. He is not going to allow you to run away from this. It is not to say that it is something that is impossible for you to accomplish. That's not so. It is not to say that it's something that is so far-fetched, or that is something that like God is saying it's possible. Like I even hear it's possible. Like it's possible. in the Whitney Houston voice, in the Cinderella movie, Whitney Houston, is possible. But it is not what God has for you. God has something better for you. And if you would just follow God's path for your life, you will be able to accomplish things that you would never imagine. Okay. It's like I really hear this song in my head. It's possible things are happening every day. Like, I'm sorry, y'all. My voice is just messed up. My sinus is messing with me. The weather in Houston is so wonky. Like, literally a few days ago, it was freezing cold, and now it's hot. So it's just, ah, and not to mention the pollution. But anywho, okay, I was just telling my husband, like, when I was in the desert, I ain't have no sinuses. But welcome back to the city, Star. Welcome back to the city. Anyways, y'all, I just feel like God is saying, this thing that God has for you is something that you have written off as impossible. Regardless if you wrote it off because you have, like the scripture said, been listening to fortune tellers or card readers or people that are using divination, and they've told you that it's impossible for that to happen, or it's just not going to work, or if you have been listening to these people with this, what is it called? Manosphere, the red pill, blue pill, the alpha male guru types, or even on the women's side, women that are sitting around talking about those types of it, and you have all of this built up aggression, and you feel this kind of way, you feel some kind of way about the opposite sex, and now you have decided that you give up altogether and you are going to be single forever, or whatever it is. For somebody, God said the plan that you have put together is not the plan that is going to be. It is not the plan that is going to come to be, and it's not going to come to be because in reality you would not be happy, you would not be fulfilled, and God does not want to see you alone, okay? Every night alone. Every night alone. God said He does not want to see you like that. He does not want to see you sad. He does not want to see you upset. He does not want you to feel as though you were not able to accomplish certain things in your life because you force this narrative upon yourself, or you force this future upon yourself. God says to wait on Him and see the things that could possibly happen. Okay? Because just because even toying around with this idea, just because I'm married now does not mean that I can no longer go and travel. Now even more so, I have someone to travel with me. Now even more so, I have someone to be with me. I won't have to be going around trying to find somebody to help me fix the car because I have my husband with me. I won't be having to stress out and feel how do you say it, feel less than, or feel intimidated, or feel insecure about myself because someone else is looking at me crazy because they feel like just because I'm by myself and I'm single that I'm trying to take their man or something like that. I won't have to feel that way because I have my man with me. So it's just kind of like, I just feel like God is saying, hold your horses on that dream, that idea, or that vision, or whatever it is that you have, because it's not to say that it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen the way that you want it to happen. It's going to happen the way that God said it's going to happen. Okay, and that's the message. And you don't have to, another thing, you don't have to have everything. It could even be a situation where, like, let's say you did want to get an RV to travel with, And God is saying, nah, forget that. You gonna have a nice hotel. You gonna stay at the resort when you travel, when you gonna fly there. Are you gonna drive there? Are you gonna like it's other ways. I hear God say it's other ways. It's way different ways to do everything. You ain't gotta do everything just one way. It's different ways to cook it. It's a bunch of ways that you can fry fish, that you could cook fish, that you could do this, that you could do that. And God said, just hold your horses on that. He has plans. He has it planned already, and his plan is better than yours. Thank you to everybody who donates. I truly appreciate it. It does help tremendously. If you want to do so, you can use my Cash App, or you can use my website link. I am editing my website right now. A few people were asking about my life coaching. I am getting that together for you guys. Currently working on that. As soon as it's up, I'll let you guys know. And for anybody that would like to get me and my husband something for our wedding, our registry is down below. Just use the Amazon link. And yeah, today we actually just made 6 months, our 6 month anniversary since we've been married. Okay, and it's not really that long. It's not a long time, but it's something. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.